This is Sam from Unidale, and you're tuning in to another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. The NBA playoffs began on Saturday, and the home teams after the weekend are 8-0. The question I have is going into tonight, as the Knicks go into game 2, what do they need to do to continue to protect their home court and finish tonight with a 2-0 lead on the 76ers? Let's analyze. I was at the Garden on Saturday, and man, was it it was an experience. The Garden was rocking, shaking. It was crazy, y'all. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to do a show about previewing and what my what Sam Stradamus thought would happen. And I'm like, you know what? Let's go to the game and let's analyze and see what you see on the floor first. And look, I wanted to see if Joel Embiid, the reigning MVP, what he was going to bring to the table. And man, Scott Forster is still blowing the whistle as we speak. I mean, it was crazy. Joel Embiid, say what you will. I mean, this guy went to the free throw line and he was 11 for 12. I mean, that was remarkable to me. Remarkable. However, fix my headset. However, he was only 8 for 22. And man, when he took that spill in the second quarter, the whole Garden went quiet. And I was like, you know what? I paid attention. I'm like, please don't react like Toronto did when KD tore his Achilles. And New York, stood up and they, we cheered them on and because you don't want to see another person get hurt or injured, man. I mean, it's you got to be a little off if that's what you want. You know what I mean? And besides, you want to win fair and square. No excuses. So Joel Embiid was dominating, but and the Knicks starters were struggling. And the game was, regular playoff grind. No doubt about it. A playoff grind. And I was a little nervous. Truth be told, whenever I'm watching a sports event, I kind of, I'm like, I don't know. Embiid was doing his thing. Brunson looked all out of sorts. He was missing shots. And then I remembered, there's always a second half, And I mean, Brunson struggled. I mean, the whole Knicks team struggled. And they still found a way to win 111-104 behind the heroics of their bench. Say what you will. The Knicks bench was what saved them. The bench for the Knicks did their thing. They did their thing. You had Bogdanovich, Bodega. He had 13 points. He was a plus 27. Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench was a plus 20. 8 points. What did he have? 7 offensive rebounds and 4 blocks. He looked better than Hartenstein, for real. And then obviously Deuce was 7 for 12, and he was plus 37 and 21 points. So going into tonight, Joel Embiid, I thought he was done for the series, but he came back to play in the second half. And the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm analyzing, and I'm like, Joel's a decoy right now. He's a decoy right now. He had, what do you have, 20 at the half, and he finished with 29. All of that was free throws. He was a plus 14. I mean, he did his thing. And that dunk, by the way, him channeling his inner T-Mac, Tracy McGrady, save that for the All-Star game. And I wonder, by the way, if with the way Embiid is limping, I wonder if he's going to be able to really play in France in the Olympics. I don't know. I doubt it. I think a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who missed the game yesterday, I don't know. All these guys may not be able to go. But the question here is, what needs to happen for the Knicks to take a 2-0 series lead? As we know, Joel is playing tonight. He has no plans on sitting out, is what Nick Nurse said. He has no plans on sitting out, and he plans on playing. That's the goal. So first things first is the Knicks have to make sure that the Philly bench continues to give them a donut, as their entire bench gave them 7 points. The Nicholas Batum, 3 points, and Paul Reed, shout out to him. We wanted to play the Knicks. So you can't chirp and give your team only 4 points. Nah, that's not a good look. And then obviously, Buddy Hield gave them a donut. See, the Knicks have to make sure that their bench continues to be suspect, because the usual suspects in Joel Embiid gave them 29 points. Kyle Lowry in the starting lineup, 18, and then 33 for Maxey. By the way, Maxey was a -4, which is crazy with the 33 points. Here's the thing. I want to see going into tonight, are the Knicks going to make a change to the starting lineup, kind of like Philly did, swapping Buddy Hield for Lowry? Do the Knicks go back to a Mitchell Robinson and have Hartenstein back him up? I would do it. I would do it because I think Embiid is on one leg. I think he's going to try to give it a go. And look, if he's on the floor, you saw what he did with that play-in tournament game against Miami, one leg or not. I think you've got to be careful. He gets to the free throw line. And I just think that Mitchell Robinson guards him better. I don't anticipate Brunson having as horrible of a game that he had, as he was 8 for 26. He was horrible. 1 for 6 for 3. You usually don't see that. And then OG Anunoby was a -5, 11 points. See, I don't anticipate this being a problem. I think the Knicks, their starters have to play better with the bench in order for them to take a 2-0 lead. The bench has to continue being the bench, and the starters, Jalen Brunson, I don't think will shoot that poorly. And I anticipate that the starters will play better. Anunoby, there was also Dante DiVincenzo, 8 points, and he was 2 for 5 from 3, 3 for 10. I anticipate that the starters will play better, and the Knicks will take a 2-0 series lead. I believe it. I think this is a Knicks team that, despite not having Randall, I think they're better than the Sixers, and I think the Knicks beat them in. See, I didn't want to do the prediction thing, but you have to, right? I think the Knicks get them in a gentleman's sweep. That's what I think. I really do, especially with Embiid being out. I mean, not being himself. And if they make that change to Mitch, I think you take a stranglehold on this lead and you handle your business. But Embiid and he's going to play. We'll see what he can give them. And then the thing is too, the reason why, I said 5, probably 6. Let me take that back. Probably 6, because between tonight's game, game 2, you've got 3 days before game 3 in Philly. And shout out to the NBA, by the way. And I mean, there was no way to get around this, but the NFL draft is Thursday. Hello. But it is what it is. But I think the Knicks are going to handle their business. I anticipate Brunson playing better and their starters playing better. And I think they take a 2-0 series lead. But what say you, NBA fan? Sixer fans, I'm sorry, but yeah, you guys will take I think we'll take a step when Embiid is healthy and they've got a ton of money. Tobias Harris also is giving them a dud, but that's what I anticipate. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, the NBA has announced their finalists for awards, and the MVP list has me tight, has me angry. You know, you've got Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Brunson, who had all the injuries, is not on that list. He's probably a top 5. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in, folks. I'm on most social media platforms, on Facebook at SamIAnalyze, on Instagram at SamIAnalyze, on the platform formerly known as Le Twitter, at SamIAnalyze. Please like, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.